Hello, hello, and welcome to Adam Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about YESKAMO. You heard that right. I did not say Eskimo. I said YESKAMO with a Y. So we're going to be talking about their dual camera kit. Yes, people, this thing comes with a little hub that looks a little bit like a router. It comes with two cameras that are filming in HD of some sort. On the website it says 2K, but on the box it says HD, so I'm not quite sure exactly where the sensor is at, but I'll figure that out for sure. So in this video, we're doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing and first impressions on said kit. After that, I'm gonna slap those cameras on my house. We're gonna go through the app. We're gonna figure out all the ins and outs of this. And of course, we're gonna put this to the Atom Lucas test to figure out, is this something you should buy or maybe skip altogether? I'm here for you, so you don't have to waste your time buying and returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it.
All right, let's take a look at this bad boy right quick. So up at the top right, you have the name of the company, YESKAMO. I'm guessing like Eskimo. I could be completely wrong on that. There is their logo right there. There is an image of what's to come in the box. That is their hub right there. Looking very much like a router. I like the look of it. I'm hoping it's not very big. Let's go ahead and check over here. Security camera kit, wire free. That is what's up, people. 3 megapixel HD. This is a rechargeable setup. It's got a floodlight, a siren, PIR motion, two-way audio, and of course it is waterproof. It's going to be outdoors, so it's got to hold up. All right, let's get inside this box, people. Okay, the first thing I'm noticing that's really cool is this positioning sticker. So you basically stick this on, you screw the holes, and then you're supposedly going to be able to install your camera that much easier. So big thumbs up on that. Okay, so it comes with the old school micro USB cables right here. It looks like you have 2 of them to charge up the cameras. That's what I'm gonna guess. Or if you want to have them fully charged all the time, I think they're adding these for wired version. This is the Ethernet cable right here. I believe this is to plug into your router so that the hub gets full internet speeds. All right, so here's the power cable right here. Pretty much a standard one. You probably have some of these laying around your house. I like the stickers they give you of a full user's guide right here. Let's take a look at the hub itself. Wow, it's much lighter than I would have thought. Let's go ahead and walk around this hub. So at the top here, you have a sync button. It's not super clicky. It's getting more clicky as I push on it. You got a sync button. I'm guessing that's going to be an LED light right there. There is the name of the company once again. YESKAMO is what I'm calling it. All right, so you have net, you have 4, 3, 2, 1, so a bunch of different lights right there. At the bottom, you got some grippy feet. I like that this is not very big, so that is really cool. I'll hold it up next to an iPhone SE. So there you go. It's basically as big as a old iPhone SE. That's really cool. So it's not super big. It's not going to take up a lot of space. Wow, just one Ethernet port in the back. And then at the bottom, you have the power right there. You have a reset button, very clicky. And then you have an SD card slot. So that's really cool. All right. And then you have vents all the way around the bottom. Some super grippy feet. Yeah, that's really grippy. All right. And then you have a speaker possibly, or a vent. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to guess that's probably a vent, but it looks a little bit more like a speaker. Yeah, this thing is very lightweight, and it's almost a little bit too lightweight where you feel like it could topple over really easily if the cable is pulled. So it's definitely one of those that's just very, very lightweight, feather light, but nonetheless it's built super solid. The build quality, the fit and finish on this, very, very nice. Definitely give them applause for that. Okay, let's take a look at the creme de la creme, people. Ooh, all right, let's get into this. Okay, so on the front, you have a giant lens right there. That is looking really nice. You have two very large LEDs, and then you have this massive sensor panel. So this is how it's going to pick up movement right here, and that is really cool. It's bold, it's right on the front. I haven't seen something this large since my since my blink cams. My blink cams have a phenomenal motion detection sensor on them, and they really do a good job. Much better than the YESKAMs. The YESKAMs use some bizarre image, and if a pixel changes, then it's a motion sensing. They don't actually have any sensors built into them to detect motion. It's just all picture related and pixel related. That looks like it's a microphone right there, so you could do the two-way talking. Looks like there might be an indicator light right there, or something else is going to be going on there, so that's really cool. All right, let's continue to walk around here. So this is kind of a circle sphere. It's got a flat bottom right here. Take a look down here. So this is definitely where you're going to be doing your charging and whatnot. So you got your, there's where the charging is going to happen. You got your reset and your on and off, and then there is it says TF. I'm not sure what that is. That is definitely not an SD card slot. So that's interesting. That means that all of your data is going to be stored in the SD card down here. That's my guess. I'm guessing that's what this is going to do. These are just going to be sending data to the hub and storing it. So that's really cool. All right, let's continue to walk around here. So this is the mount. I like how they give you the mount, and it's definitely this whole mount setup right here is reminiscent of YESKAM. It looks like they designed their own mount, and they're kind of trying to be a little bit more like the YESKAM, where it's all in one. And then down here at the bottom, I missed it, that's the speaker. So when you talk into the microphone here, you're going to hear the audio there. I like how it's at the bottom because it's going to be up on your house a ways, and that's going to shoot out the bottom crystal clear. Some put it in the back. I applaud them for putting it at the bottom. I'm not sure what that is right there. All right, so definitely lighter weight than I would have thought. Even without this being tightened down, this is not too heavy for the mount. So that's really cool. That means this thing is going to lock into place and really hold its own. All right, so first impressions, this thing feels like it's built really well. I like how they have their name just subtly on the side. It's not too big, it's not too small, so you're gonna be able to see what camera this is. Everything about this is very nice. Of course, it's all going to come down to the sensor inside of here and the image quality. Coming up, we're gonna put these on the house and get a review in. Okay, so the setup process was really simple on here. All you have to do is click add camera and then confirm and then allow them to access, and then it opens up your camera immediately, which has a QR code scanner that is activated. So you're basically going to have to go to the hub. So make sure you don't put the hub somewhere you can't reach right away, and there are no QR codes on the cameras, just on the hub. There you go. Once you scan it, the cool thing is it knows that there are two cameras involved with this package setup. So that is really cool. All you have to do is scan the hub, and then the two cameras are automatically added. Very simple. And then here you go. The app is going to find the two cameras on their own. It's absolutely amazing. And all you have to do is go into them and change the names and everything. So this is so much easier than any other camera that I've had to set up. Usually you have to set up the hub, and then you have to set up each individual camera, and that just takes forever and it's super annoying. So the setup process, absolutely amazing. 5 out of 5 stars for sure. Okay, so I'm going to be mounting this on the side of my house. I have a YESKAM up there right now. This thing is just going to go a little bit higher. I have a 12-foot ladder, so I'm not going to be able to get crazy high, but I definitely will be able to get above the front door and whatnot. So we'll get the front yard, front door area, and probably some of the garage. So that should be really cool. So let's get it mounted. Okay, so for the mounting process with this camera, it's gonna be really simple. I have this vinyl siding clip right here. It basically just slips into the vinyl siding right there, and then you put your screw that it comes with through your device and into the screw hole here, and that's actually how I'm gonna mount it onto my house. So the mounting process is gonna be super simple. That's how it looks all said and done. Put the screw in there, locked it into place. Okay, so that's how it looks on my house. I have it completely locked into the vinyl siding. That's the roof of my house up there. So like I said, it's not all the way up as high as it could go. That's what it looks like. So there you go. You can kind of see how high up it is. Okay, here we go with camera number 2. So I got the clip on there super easily. Once again, got it set up. It's going to angle down and to the right. I'm actually going to put this in my backyard, so it's going to go up on the house up there. So let's go ahead and slap this on. Okay, so here we go. This is how it's mounted in the backyard. I got it tucked up right against the vinyl siding right here, so it's nice and secure on this side, so it won't turn or anything. And once again, it's about 4 feet from the roof.
Okay, so this is going to be the lip sync test. Hopefully the lips are synced up with the microphone up there. If they are, then that is a big thumbs up. A lot of security cameras have trouble syncing up the microphone, so this is going to be the lip sync test to see if it actually does the job that a lot of other ones fail at. There's also some background noise. We've got some wind going on. Okay, so this portion of the video is going to be lip sync test. So if my lips are synced up, then that's a big thumbs up. If it's not, then that is a big failure. Most of these cameras have a problem with syncing the audio to the video, so this will be a good test to figure out if that's what's going on.
All right, so we're going to switch it to full color night vision and check it out. Here we go. We got the light turned off. It's very, very dark outside. And there you go. The full color night vision has the 2 LEDs going once it detects motion. And there you go. You can see I'm fully lit up. You can see the details of what I look like. And if you needed to use this footage, you would definitely bust me for sure. There we go. All right, now we're going to switch it to infrared and take a look at how well I show up. Once again, pitch black outside. All the lights are out. And there you go. The infrared is really, really doing its job. You can see details. You can make out the likeness of me. Definitely going to bust this guy if he was going to do something. Yeah, that is great, great infrared. Really lights up the whole backyard. Okay, let's get into this image quality test, people. So I'm going to be holding up an Echo Show 10 box, and we're going to see if we can't read the text on the box. So I'm holding it over my head. I'm going to zoom in. You can make out the likeness of what's in the box. You can tell it's an Echo, but you can't actually read the text, and it's super, super choppy, as you can see. Okay, now I'm going to use my YESKAMO, which is actually 1080p. I'm going to hold the box up and see if I can't read the text. And you can see right away it's less choppy, smoother image, cleaner image, and you can almost make out the word show at the top. But the real thing I want to talk about right here is the vehicle in the background. You can see the details in it. There's not a lot of choppiness on it, and that's going to come into play in the next clip when we compare it to this camera. So there you go. That's only 1080p. All right, so here I am mowing my yard. It's looking good from a distance. I like the detail, but when you look at my car over here, it's very choppy. And if you compare it to the YESKAMO, it's way, way worse. And that's only 1080p, and this is supposed to be 2K. So this is where I get a little bit confused on the image quality. And I definitely like it from afar. It looks really good. But when you start to pinch and zoom in, it's very choppy. And I also set this to HD. Okay, so let's talk about this YESKAMO Hub right here. So this thing is actually really, really cool. It definitely does its job. It never really gets too hot. I actually have it right behind my couch where my router is, just because that's where the cable plug is. But let's just go ahead and walk around this thing while it's plugged in. So you can see right here we have 2 cameras running on this unit. If you buy 2 more or 1 more, it'll automatically find them and connect them, and it'll say 3 and then 4, and then there's your net for internet. Up at the top here you have this really cool indicator light that this thing is going. You could press the sync button if you wanted to set up your new cameras, if that's something you needed to do. At the bottom down here I have my SD card slotted in there. Super easy to just push it, it pops out, push it back in, it locks back into place, and you can do that while this thing is running. You don't have to turn it off or anything like that. On the back here you have your indicator lights for your Ethernet port to show you what is actually going on. Really simple. This is actually a speaker back here because you can have an alarm go off if you set your alarm for things with your cameras. I don't have it set because I don't want to bother my kids or my dogs, or my dog I should say. I only have one. But yeah, this thing definitely does its job. It's super awesome. If you had it sitting on your desk, it would just blend right in. It's really simple. You could have this on your entertainment center. That way you can keep an eye on your cameras, make sure they're all on and running, and make sure everything is working as it should. So definitely phenomenal little product. Like I said, it's very similar to a router. I'm gonna set it up right next to that router right there, and you can basically see it. Yeah. So real simple, plug and play. Absolutely love it.
Okay, let's go ahead and talk about battery life. So I've been using these cameras since 9/23 and it's now 10/21. So it's almost been 1 full month. And let's go ahead and check in on the front camera. So we'll go ahead and check in on this one. We are at 10% battery life. So this one has 10%. Let's check in on the backyard camera. This one has 33% battery life. So this one in the backyard has had less notifications because there's less cars and people and whatnot. And it just, you know, works off of how many times we go in the backyard or my dog goes in the backyard. It's not as much as in the front yard where you have people walking on the sidewalk and you have cars going. And this one also, I had it on multiple different night visions. So I had it on full color, which means it's going to turn on the actual LED lights, which is going to take up more battery. And then I also had it on infrared. So I had it on a mixture of the two. I definitely had it on full color more because that's more impressive. I also turned on warning lights. So this is going to take up more battery. So basically when someone walks by, the warning light is going to go off and that's going to use up a little bit more battery. And then of course for my testing, I put the motion on high because I wanted to get as much information as possible. So it looks like I'm going to get just over 1 month on the battery life of the front yard and probably a little bit more for the backyard because it's using less battery. Like I said, if you adjust a few things, you may be able to push it into 2 months, which is actually not bad. But of course, if you want these things to be way less of a headache, you're going to want to buy the solar panel.
Okay, first time I've had to take this thing down to charge it since I put it up. I'm gonna go ahead and take it inside and charge it up and we'll see how fast it charges from 0 to 100. We got my VoltMe 100 watt charger right here. Right, so we got the blinking light. There we go, we got it charging away. The time is 11:25. Okay, let's go ahead and check in on the camera. All right, there we go. Battery percentage is 66 and the time is 1 o'clock. So there you go. This thing is actually charging up a lot faster than I would have thought. So I'm giving it massive props for that. That is really cool. That definitely means this thing can take a solar charger and really trickle charge its way to full without you having to worry about getting all the sunlight. Okay, it is 2:46 right now. This thing is fully charged and there you go. You can actually see the light is solid. go ahead and talk about the app. This is one of the most important things that you're going to be using, and I have to say it's not terrible. It's definitely usable, but it's just not as good as some of the other camera apps out there. I have YESKAMO running all the time. I have used Ring Cam app, and those are decent. So this is my front yard cam right here. One thing that it does, you can see in the bottom left, it says SD. So if I click on that, I can then turn it to HD. It does not auto to HD. And when I go back and I go back into it, look, it just went right back to SD. So there's no way in the settings to make it lock into HD. I don't understand why you can't do it. And it makes me wonder when I hit the record button if it's actually recording in HD or not. So I wish they would give us that option so that we could take control over our camera a little bit more and lock it into place. One thing that's kind of cool is you can have it set to 4 cameras. If you had 4 going, you could have all 4, and these 2 on the top are live right now, and that's how you view it. And then when you switch back to 1, you view it like this. The coolest part about this app, that I give it 5 out of 5 stars, is the ability to swipe to your next camera. This is huge. I love it so much. And for an app that gives me so much trouble, this is 5 stars right here. If you had a 3rd camera, you would swipe. 4th camera, you would swipe. So this is really, really cool. And I just wish that this app would continue to update and get more cool features like that and remove a lot of the clutter. So a lot of this is redundancy, where you have things that are repeating throughout the app that shouldn't be. It should just be one. Here's the microphone right here. So the cool thing you just saw is when you press it, you don't have to hold it. So you press it, you talk, it does its job, it works really well. So you click on events, and this is where it's decent. This is not bad at all. You can see all of your events throughout the day. Not terrible. I wish that the menus up here were a little bit better. These menus are just a little bit confusing, but nonetheless, they do their job. And then you have something called photo album. Now you have events that is similar to this, and then you have photo album. And this is where screenshots, so when I took the picture and when I hit the recording, this is where they show up. Okay, so now that is photo album. You click on more, and you have this is where the redundancy comes in. So now you have a gear icon in the top right corner of this, which takes you to the camera, and then you have the gear icon in the top right, which takes you to the camera. So redundancy, same exact button takes you to the same exact place. So in more, they have the settings button for some reason, the gear icon, which doesn't really make any sense. They have this weird full night vision right here, which should be out somewhere else. I don't know why it's right there. And when you switch it, it's very hard to tell what just happened. So you have to read the scrolling text. So that's a little bit annoying. And then you have your siren button there. So that's a little bit annoying. When you jump into the settings, this is not bad right here. This is actually decent. This is comparable to some of the other apps out there. I like it a lot. Go back one more. Now you have mall, so you can actually shop for more of their cameras, which is kind of cool. And this is where you can actually sign up for their cloud service and store your data in the cloud, which is nice. And then you have me, which you can then go in and do some more settings changes and stuff like that. Another thing is you get this ad that appears down here, and you can exit out of it, but it comes back every single time. And now you have more information under here. You have cloud, you have news, you have share, and you have playback. So once again, you have more redundancy. The playback is not consistent, even though I did set it on consistent. So if I go in between these little lines, which it won't let me do, it won't show any footage because no movement happened. So I have it set to continuous record. I'll go and show you right now. Uninterrupted recording. Yes, so this is recording day and night. It's not set to only record. Yeah, and then you can go into image setting down here. Okay, let's get back out of there. So this is not a continuous record. So if you're used to a YESKAMO, this is not going to be like a YESKAMO. You're not going to be able to go back every second of the day for 24 hours. So that's something that you're going to have to take note of. Okay, now a lot of apps out there will allow you to just straight up download the video clip. So let's say that your kid took their first steps and you recorded it outside and you're super excited and you're sitting there and you're going, okay, I need to download that notification. So I'm going to go to events. I'm going to click on the motion that happened. Now you're here. So you have the ability to save or view video. Now when you click on save, it does not save it to your phone, at least not on my Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. So I click save, it did not save it to my phone anywhere. I've looked everywhere, it doesn't do it. So now I have to click on view video, and now it's playing the video, and I have the ability to take a screen recording or a screenshot, or I can click on full video. Now I'm brought here where I'm supposed to be viewing the full video, and I have to click on download playback. And now it's saying that this one right here with the one is the video that I want. So now I can click download, and you think, okay, this downloaded it to my phone. No, it did not download it to the phone. It downloaded it to the SD card in your base station, and this is what's happening on Android. It may be different for iOS, but on Android, Samsung phones, this is what's happening. It's not actually saving it to my device, so I cannot share it immediately with other people. But what you can do is you can share it with your Drive or other ways of sharing video files. There you go. That is the app. Hopefully it gave you all the information that you needed. Okay, the setup for Alexa is very, very simple. All you have to do is go into the app. You're going to go into your settings. You're going to scroll down until you see Alexa service authorization. You click on that and you basically follow the instructions right here. Really, really simple. You just open up your Alexa app and then you go into your more, and then you go into skills and settings, and then you search ESEE Cloud. And there you go. That's what it looks like. I wish it said YESKAMO. I don't know why it doesn't, but it doesn't say it. It's got a poor star rating, but I went through the process of setting it up. It was super simple. I linked it by putting in my YESKAMO information into here, and that was all super, super simple. You can, of course, disable it really easily. Okay, and there you go. That's how you set it up.
Alexa, show me cam 1.
Okay.
Boom, there you go. It is fully connecting to the backyard cam, and there we go, people. That is so cool. Super, super simple. Zero glitches. Most cameras you cannot pinch and zoom, so this is really, really cool. You can also double tap, so this is just like on the app, but it's actually on your Echo, so you can take full control. It doesn't look like it's in HD, but it may be buffering, so it may actually pop into HD. Okay, so I've been using this thing for long enough that I think I have a full comprehensive review, and let's just start off with the image quality. So I think the image quality is decent. It's definitely not 5-star image quality. It's definitely not 2K as far as I can tell. It looks like it's an upgraded 1080p for sure, but it's not pushing that super crispy image that you really want, and it doesn't really give you that sort of super clarity. Even when you pinch to zoom in, you would expect that to crop a little bit and give you that true 2K image quality, but it doesn't. Let's talk about the night vision and the lights. So the lights are absolutely amazing. If you've ever had a floodlight go off in your backyard or in your front yard, this is basically what you're getting. You're getting a floodlight. The night vision is absolutely amazing. It truly is as bright as daytime at times. The infrared, which is actually inside of here too, is really, really good. It definitely matches all of the good cameras out there. The sensor up here is phenomenal. Like my little tiny dog will go out in the backyard and it'll sense it, so that's really, really good. The two-way talking was phenomenal. The microphone is pretty good. It's definitely a little bit off when it comes to lip sync, but it definitely does its job. The speaker was loud enough to hear everything that I needed to. Let's talk about battery life. So battery life is
decent. It's going to come down to how much you adjust the settings, but I would say the battery life is decent. It's not the best. If you want this to go up on the second story part of your house, you're definitely going to want to get a solar panel and put that on, because I would not want to be taking this down every single month to charge it up. But yeah, so heavy traffic, full lights, you're going to get about a month's worth of battery. If you adjust it down and just use infrared, you're probably going to push it to a couple months, maybe, I would guess 2 months, 3 months. Let's talk about the mount. So the mount really did its job. It locked into place. This thing never moved at all. I was very, very happy with it. I like how it's uniform. It's all the same plastic and same color, so that's really, really cool. Definitely did its job. So let's give this thing a star rating. So I'm going to give this thing a 4.1 star rating. I'm going to say that once the app gets better, this thing is going to be so much nicer. Once they improve the image quality a little bit more, this thing is going to be a powerhouse. I can imagine this thing rivaling the Ring doorbells out there and the YESKAMs, but right now it's just not there yet. I love it to death. I love the hub, but yeah, so solid 4.1 star rating. Nothing super terrible about it. You're going to be able to use it. You're going to enjoy it. It's just not the best out there. But yeah, this one is definitely on its way to being something great if the company puts in the effort to make the little things better, make the app better, make the image quality a little bit better, and yeah, make the battery life a little bit better. That's always something that is enjoyed. So highly recommended to everyone out there that knows what they're buying. Buy it.
All right, there you go. That's the YESKAMO HD dual camera kit. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely clickety-clack that like button. If you want to join the At Home Lucas family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos, and it's because of you guys I surpassed 5K. Yes, people, mind blown, on my way to 6K, but I'm gonna need your help. Yes, you right there. Tell your friends, tell your family, this guy's on YouTube. They should go subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.